let this out of the zoo? Are you kidding me right now? Alright, it's your boy Korean Jesus here with another video. I guess Johnny Somali's out. I thought he was gonna be in jail for a while, but apparently he gayed the system. He probably paid for it with his booty cheeks. I don't know how he got out of Japanese prison, but we can all assume. Let's watch this.
So at this point, it has been over a month since Johnny Somali was sentenced by the nation of Japan. In the end, after a 4-month stint in their prison system, Johnny would get off relatively easy, having to pay a small fine and essentially getting booted out of the country where he was a public nuisance for months. Of course, many looking on from America, Japan, and all around the world were disappointed with this verdict, saying that Johnny deserved a much harsher punishment and to be made an example of for other ill-intentioned streamers popping up by the day. Keep in mind, he was potentially facing years behind bars, so this sentencing was like a slap on the wrist to him and a spitting in the face to everyone who he disrespected.
What platform was he on before when he got busted? Was he on Twitch? I feel like at this point he's gonna be on Kick.
Like dirt under his shoe. Well, Mr. Somali is now back doing his thing in America. Kick continues to platform him, and like we predicted, he continues to stream in a very arrogant fashion, clearly showing that
Kick is literally the brain rot platform. It is full of the dumbest people. Even the top people there are just dog shit. You have Gaiden Ross. You have Your Rage. Action Man and his little cousin just preying on little teenagers. It's like a pedophile's wet dream to be on Kick, right? Which is why all the pedophiles gather there. And the most degenerate people. I really hope that someone on Kick is made an example of at a certain point in time because, well, I mean, if you know Ed Craven and how much of a piece of shit that guy is and how much of a degenerate his father was, then you know nothing's gonna happen. He's like the Dan Bilzerian of Australia. Literally, his father robbed the SEC, the American taxpayers' dollar, and then you go look at Ed Craven's story and you think there seems to be a lot of overlap. Maybe this is the white privilege the world is talking about. But let's get back to the video.
he has failed to learn his lesson. As a matter of fact, I think that this guy sees himself as more untouchable than ever. So in his first stream back, Johnny did a bit of a tell-all interview with one of his former moderators who goes by Terrell, where he admits that he lied in Japanese court in saying that he was not trying to make any sort of monetary gain from these streams that he was doing in Japan.
Charles, who do you think they were asking about the money? Who's earning money? Like, how many viewers are there? Charles, they asked me, did you go on the construction site? Yes, that's obvious. They have footage, right? Even the lawyer said, yo, what's obvious, admit it. Like, don't be stupid, you know what I mean? Did you play music in a restaurant? Yeah, I did. You know what I mean? But anything else, Charles? Nothing. How much money do you make? How many viewers? How does Kick work?
So basically, Johnny's lawyer very smartly advised him that if it didn't happen on camera, you're not admitting to it. So the trespassing, the playing loud music in businesses, all of that he admitted guilt to.
I just want to say that I think what lawyers do isn't smart. That's fully deceitful.
Anything else, he was like, Shaggy, hey, it wasn't me.
Why did you come to Japan? Who invited you to Japan? What airport did you come in? What hotel did you stay at? What do you do in your live stream? Where do you go? Who pays for the food? Do you guys give each other's gifts? Who pays money? Do you pay Gino? Who's the cameraman? Who's the leader? Troll, imagine being interrogated like that 8 hours.
And I would say that that's standard for almost any interrogation in any country. As a matter of fact, I'm sure in some countries they get much more forceful with their interrogations and use much harsher methods than questioning you in an aggressive way. I mean, they really want to find out, why are you doing this? Are you making money? And is there a bigger head on this snake?
They're trying to get you to snap. They're trying to get you to snap, so they're threatening you. If you don't talk, we're going to put you in jail. If you don't talk, we're going to arrest you. But Troy, can you believe they were asking that many questions so that had nothing to do with it?
Absolutely. And I believe here's where he talks about him telling the lies in court.
Bro, they asked me that 20 times, Troy. You know what I said every time? No comment. No comment. I wrote to make no comment. Troy, you can't give these a motive. They're going to go to the judge and they're going to say, he said he did this for money. Yeah, I never said that. Troy, you know they never kissed it. Troy, you know in the court, in front of the judge, in front of 300 people, the prosecutor asked me, you earn money from advertisers in your videos online, right? I said, no. I said, no. But you do earn money, right? No. Straight up, I said no. Troy, you know what I told the detective? Troy, I said I do this because I like to film myself for my own documentary.
So this scumbag harasses people in Japan for months, gets arrested with a smile on his face, finally goes to court, and now admits to lying to the judge. Did Japan likely know he was making money off these streams? Of course. But did they essentially not want him to be their problem anymore? I think so. I mean, y'all know this boy Johnny thinks he's cooking here, when really if he was a chef, this is the type of meal he would be making.
First of all, that's head cheese. I would eat that.
And so over the last couple of days, Johnny has continued to stream on Kick, and here he talks about the moments leading up to his arrest, as well as what it was like when he was first getting prosecuted.
Well, let me go back to when I first spoke to myself. This is when I knew I was. I get arrested, like the clip of the bottom of me getting arrested. So what happens that night? I'm walking downtown in Osaka. I turn around. I notice a cop is just following. I'm not even live yet, Moises. That's suspicious. I'm like, I'm not even live. So how is the cop following me? Like, what the? They know it's because they know this hat. They know that there's a 5'5" midget, Godzilla, running around wearing this hat, right? I go into the convenience store because chat is like, yo, go get a drink. So I go get a drink. I come out. This motherfucker has 12 cops with him, 10, 20 cops with him. And I'm like, what the? I'm cooked. It's over. It's game over. They had 3 teams of guards at the police station. And I had names for all of them. Monday was the monkey team. Tuesday, the Kurumbo team. Means black human in Japanese. And Wednesday was the Oji-san team. The dirty old man team. So I had all 3 of these teams. Every group, like I had a different relationship with each team of guards. Because they did 24-hour shifts. Bro, they put a guard outside of my cell. For specifically just me.
And we have to suspect that the dirty old man team was the one to treat Johnny most favorably. I mean, we already heard what his accomplice had to say about the way that men could act in those Japanese prisons, and how they were likely having a field day with Johnny behind those bars.
There was a lot of Japanese men hitting on me while I was in jail. I can't imagine what Johnny Somali is going through right now.
Here, Johnny vows that he will never stop streaming, and even calls out the head police officer who was investigating him.
Toya Nagashin, you, by the way.
That's one of the officers there?
That is the main investigator of the case, the detective, Toya Nagashin. Fuck you. Suck my dick in...
Gee, I wonder why those people are hated everywhere they go. But then whenever, you know, one of these types of people, right, of the native variety does something, the native people is like, not my problem. He's perpetuating the negative stereotype. If you guys don't say anything bad about him, I'm gonna assume that you're okay with that kind of culture, and that's what culture is all about, right? Being loud and obnoxious. I wonder where that stereotype comes from. Stereotypes exist for a reason.
I hope you see this video, because the last thing you told me was, I can't wait to see what videos you make in America. So I hope you're watching Toyanaga, and I'm gonna continue to do IRL, travel the world, and you accomplish nothing.
And Johnny wasn't lying there. He would continue to stream and would continue to be very arrogant. He joined a Zoom call full of Japanese people and was once again screaming out Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You know, today I actually decided...
When I tell people your name is Toby, they get so mad. They're like, oh, you're not allowed to be racist. This is years of slavery. It's like, nah, if you got people like this doing this shit, bro, just level the playing field. Let everyone say their shit.
I would tune into his stream for like 5 minutes to see what it was really all about. And this was immediately the first thing I heard him say.
Yo, this is great IRL in the US. This is my ghetto ass IRL backpack. Yo.
Average kick stream. The same people spamming the same emojis. It's a dead platform. I go there for a couple people, it's like the same 5 chatters. It's a pretty dead platform. I mean, I was on it for a little bit. I gave it a shot for like 6 months, and I realized there's absolutely no growth. It's a pedophiles platform. I had no idea. Had I done the research, this is April 6th of 2023, and there were already a lot of people complaining about a lot of child acts. Like, here's another one. There's a lot of these people that exist on Kick. That's why I think it's funny that all of these Los Pollos people, hey, were all mad at me acting like Kick isn't a predator platform. To just watch Los Pollos defend the platform, there are so many. Look at all of these groomers just coping, dude. It's so sad. There is a very, very long history of this going on Kick. They know what was going on. It's just hilarious to listen to Los Pollos act like this is brand new information. Watching a grown-ass adult defending a platform before even getting the facts. Like, he is coping so hard. And there's only one reason anyone would justify a platform that allows child predators. They are one themselves, right? Just throw them in there. Do it feet first so they can feel everything, right? Don't do head first. That's too kind. That's my stance on these child predators. It's insane that people would defend Los Pollos. The entire vibe of that reaction was him blindly defending the platform without hearing the facts. Alright, well, that's enough bashing, Kick. Let's get back to this video.
I might have to go to LA with Trey like this. I might have to just go to LA, chat. Let's get the f out of here, man. Yo, I never see.
This is an average Kick chat where you have the same person just spamming emotes. It's so dead. I don't know, like 260? No, there's maybe 30 to 40 people in here. They inflate these numbers so much.
In the U.S. My Caucasian brothers, how you doing? White power, white power. Yes, sir. Trump 2020, 2024, let's go. Hell no. What?
Same person just spamming the same shit.
You not voting for Trump? You're tripping, bro.
And that was immediately followed by this message.
I went to fucking jail for being a dumbass degen. And how do you not learn your lesson? If you don't learn your lesson, you're actually a fucking idiot. You have to grow. You guys should want me to grow. You guys should be like, yo, we want Somali to do better. Yo, we want to see Somali in a Tesla.
What I realized when I was posting a bunch of conspiracies and educating people with facts, no one wants to hear it. No one wants to know about the wire fighting. They don't want to hear about the green screen effects. They don't want to learn about the CGI. They don't want to hear any of that. They don't care. It's like waking people up from a dream. You don't want to wake them up from a dream. They're going to get all upset. They're going to direct their anger towards you. Let them sleep. The people want to be where they are, and they do it because it suits them. Man, I'm getting a little too deep, but it's Adler psychology. You can want people to change all you want, but if they don't want it, nothing's gonna happen.
We want to see Somali with a penthouse. Yo, we want to see Somali with all fans, bitch. That's what y'all should want to see.
But I really think when it comes to his self-improvement journey, this man is really just talking out of his ass. You could tell this is the face of a man who feels like he got away scot.
Yeah, I just want to pause, dude. Shout out to Jamari. He keeps it real. He keeps it blunt. I appreciate everything he does.
Free after doing a lot of things horribly wrong.
Yeah, have you noticed the chat? It's like the same 3 to 4 people spamming the same messages over. It's an average Kick stream.
And you know he's loving every second of it. Keep in mind, these are the messages that he was spreading days before he was arrested.
Come get us. I'm here with a nigga. Y'all not doing shit, nigga. Y'all not doing shit, nigga. I'm stomping on Hiroshima. Hey! Somebody tweet out to all in Japan. I'm live tonight. Come kill me tonight. Stab me tonight. Stab me. Kill me on Kick. I want to die on Kick.com.
What great promotional material for an amazing platform like Kick. You know, their slogan should really be, when you watch with us, you lose brain cells by the second. And obviously, other streamers and clout chasers alike have seen Johnny's verdict. They've seen that Japan gave him this slap on the wrist. And now, like many people feared when they saw that verdict, they're thinking they can go over there and act in ignorant fashion, like this guy who goes around just doing graffiti for clout. Apparently, he was doing this all over a Japanese city. He documented the entire thing on his Instagram page. And really, it's like the dumbasses just continue to roll in. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this whole story down below. It's been like 10 months long at this point. It's been a crazy one. But either way, y'all know it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other online drama out here needs to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!
And that's the end of the video. If you haven't done it already, go ahead and hit the like button or subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you liked about it. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Have a great one.